The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. Bringing them out is one of the most exciting players in the NFL every season. A former MVP, it's Lamar Jackson.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. In motion right is Addison. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Running right, here's A-Chain. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 104 yards, and a score as well.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team. Jackson's throw here into the hands of Jones.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Jackson on 1st down. They set up the screen to A-Chain. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Holding, offense.
So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They go play action with Jackson. They've got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A-Chain on 1st and 10. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. Meanwhile, Jackson's and the throw here caught by Addison. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. One more time with A-Chain. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. But now he appears to be in some pain. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. This opening drive has taken him to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Lamar Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by one of the brightest young stars in the NFL, a fourth-year pro out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
The numbers from a week ago for Pickens. 6 catches, 53 yards. On second down, here's Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Nolan Smith in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Going to throw on third down with Herbert, and that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And taken right at the 35. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. Devon A-Chain in the offense ready to go once again. Last week over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. Talking with him on the field before the game, he said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's being a little modest about that, being in a groove. Time game right there, and I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
Play action. Now Jackson. This is caught by Addison. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding. Offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit, Nick Bolton. Robinson with another carry. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Taking on the midfield logo. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He lets it go deep for Mayer. And incomplete on the deep ball. Looking for Michael Mayer on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. When you look at this defense, they enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop. Held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They got to be consistent.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Bills are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Robinson will try to pick it up. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here are the Raiders now to take over. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Jackson from the shotgun. Jones has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. He gets it to Addison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Again, Jackson. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Jackson now. His throw incomplete. The Raiders at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do him any favors. They gave him 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone until a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Here's Herbert. This is screen to Abdullah. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created
just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Completes this one to Pickens. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Herbert's throw finds its target, Dobbs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Herbert completes it again to Dobbs. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Again, Herbert. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A short throw to Ingram. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Quan Martin. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, the way things have been going to this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play, and they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the 1st half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And they take a knee. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And they will take a knee here. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect 2nd half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Get ready. Get ready.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And down he goes. Brought down, a Raider sack. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. The Bills send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. Take it at the 37. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. To throw again is Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it. Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
That is caught, and they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Had open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson on the move to his left. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. We'll be hit 3 in a row because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Marvin Jones. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They give him a gain of 38.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped the pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Jackson will throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jordan Addison with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Crowd right. Go.
Here's Herbert. And the Raiders have got him. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They'll look to set up his blockers. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jordan Addison in the offense out for another drive. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They go play action now. Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Steps away to his left. That is incomplete. The 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Open man, it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders are on their way to a 2-0 start. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Herbert on 1st down now. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard
Justin
line.
Herbert looking to pass. This a screen to Abdullah. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Herbert throwing again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help send points on the board when this drive is over.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Herbert. He targets Ingram for another grab. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And Brian Robinson finished things off with a touchdown grab. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Martin. Now he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys...
Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's incomplete. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
On the 32-yard line.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Rolling to his right. That's caught downfield by Addison. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw is Jackson. He lets one go deep for Addison. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He lets one go deep for Addison. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Fighting through it, he's got space. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Raiders are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson now. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And quickly they get to the line. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Nolan Smith in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here.